Let's bust some myths. How good do you reckon access to medicines in New Zealand is?
I think we're pretty good. I don't think there's any problems that I've heard of anywhere.
Medicines should be fine. Medicines is really good.
Okay.
Access to it, you can easily access it, yeah.
Australia, I know, has more access to cancer medicine specifically, but I'm not sure really how we do for the rest of it.
I've lived in another country as well, and stacking up against that, it's really bad.
Yeah, what makes you say that particularly?
Firstly, access to medication, the advancement in medication, like medication's being approved everywhere else in the world, and then you come to New Zealand and it's not approved yet.
While I appreciate that, there's some real benefits to having Pharmac and the ability to be able to sort of bulk buy a lot of our medical care, it does feel as though there's a disparity between what's available here and what's available in other countries.
I'm one of the lucky ones, I don't need that many medicines, but what I do need I get, and yeah.
There's been quite a chat about cancer medications and obviously the role of Pharmac and bits and pieces, but I probably don't know anything in particular, specifics, but yeah.
There's so many complicated rules with what's funded and what's not funded that, sometimes you end up getting worse care or worse medication simply because, the right option isn't funded and it would be unaffordable.
He's just been to Parliament, so probably.
Well, I was there for the budget and it was really disheartening to see that they weren't going to bring through more funding. And it wasn't just us, it was for blood cancers and everything else, and those have already had promises. So from our perspective, we're really nervous that even if a promise is made, it's not being kept.
New Zealand is way behind. The OECD average is 29%, which already sounds low. New Zealand is at 7%, which is way lower.
I didn't know it was that bad, but yeah.
I had no idea it was that low. That's really shocking to hear.
Well, I don't believe we deserve to be that low. Yeah,
New Zealand is so behind.
It is surprising to me, although I have seen a lot of things about how people need to go overseas to get access to certain treatments and things like that, and because it's not funded here.
It doesn't surprise me, it disappoints me, I suppose, but surprise is probably not the right word. I've heard enough to be aware that we're not doing very well.
I think we maybe like to pretend that we're, as good as all of these other places, but in reality we're actually underperforming, so I'm not surprised.
Average access to medicine shouldn't be a dare, but since we're here, let's dare to get there.
It's a pretty good idea to try and get ourselves up to at least the average of everyone else, bring ourselves up to the first world country that we're meant to be.
Dare to be average. Join the conversation.